Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, Alan Apostle here. There are two things that are very important to me as your gentleman's host. Number one, your wedding, corporate, or personal event. And number two, motorcycles.
Purchase your tracks today.
Unfortunately, due to the rise in COVID-19 Delta cases, I've been forced to once again decline and reject bookings, collabs, and projects. And what's worse, I even had to cancel my long rides with Shinobi. Being a prisoner at home, glued to my chair, having a glass of rum, I asked and reevaluated myself. Why do I even have the urge and itch to ride my motorcycle? Why not engage yourself in a business or side hustle that would make you money instead of wasting your time with a motorcycle? Ladies and gents, as an educator, I promote learning. And it's funny how I've actually learned a few of my life's greatest lessons just by riding a motorcycle. I formulated my top 3 learnings because of riding a motorcycle. I formulated my top 3 learnings as to why I'm willing to risk death just to be on a two-wheeler. I formulated top 3 learnings as to why I've become the gentleman's host. Learning number 1, significance of death. Sabi nila, delikado ang pagmamotor. Pag nabangga ka, walang chance na masasalba ka. Walang proteksyon pag nagmamotor. Yes, that's very true. Any motorcyclist that tries to answer back is a fool just trying to defend his ego and pride. I cannot and will not deny that's the ultimate truth. Tama lang ang nagmamotor. But why am I that stupid? Why are we that stupid? You only live once? No. I hate that saying. Only immature kids use that rebuttal. One reason why I ride is because I fear death. At 82 years old, I don't want to be on my deathbed with my grandchild beside me asking, Lolo, can you tell me stories of when you were young? I don't want to boast and tell him that I've dated and screwed around with so many women all around the world while being with his grandmother. I don't want to shamefully tell him that I've just stuck to my computer trying to generate as many likes on Facebook as I can, even putting my pride on the line. I want to tell him that because of that two-wheeler that you have inherited, I have met, connected, helped, and valued so many people all around our beloved country. I want to tell my grandchild that because of that two-wheeler, I have been able to collaborate with a lot of people and put up a business. I want to tell my grandchild because of that two-wheeler, I was able to produce you and your father. Each and every moment I am on the road on a two-wheeler, I know very well that it's unsafe and may be my last day on earth. Although you know what I fear the most? Not making the most of what I can before I die. If riding on a two wheels just to understand that every single minute counts, count me in. Learning number 2, no discrimination. I hated two-wheelers. My family hated and despised those two wheels. It was another word for disgrasya. But with a little push and peer pressure, tada, here I am, your gentleman's host. Jokes aside, I often get a lot of comments and questions in regards to my big bike, Shinobi. I often get comments, that's so cool, wow, bad boy, or ang dami mong sigurong chicks, no? The worst of them all, nakakaya ka naman kasabay, naka-scooter lang ako eh. I hate this comment a lot. Thing is, I don't hate the guy saying this. I hate the two-wheel riders feeding this kind of pride and ego shit. I didn't own a big bike overnight. I first owned a scooter. With this scooter, it has taught me to work harder for a better motorcycle without having to pull people down. After which, I worked hard. I wanted to get that classic vintage cafe racer motorcycle to give me that more aggressive gentleman's look while on my way to Makati for work. Still, not giving me a reason to look down on others and their scooters. After which, I worked even harder. I wanted to have a motorcycle that had both performance and durability, which landed me my beloved Shinobi, still not giving me a reason to look down on others and their scooters. After 3 years with 3 different motorcycles that I worked hard for, it had taught me one thing: don't discriminate and respect. Learning number 3, ego versus confidence. Imagine riding along the expressway in a Ninja 400 wearing a suit and a pair of sweats. Imagine descending into the tunnels of Ayala EDSA, revving and roaring your big bike just for attention to look cool. Imagine right as a red stoplight becomes green, you speedily rev your big bike just to get in front of the rest. Imagine twisting that throttle to a near 360-degree twist, going 120 kilometers per hour just to show off to your friends and fellow bikers. This is the dream and action of a naive, egotistic maniac two-wheeler driver. Long story short, this is a two-wheeler full of ego. If there was one thing my motorcycle taught me, it was the difference between ego and confidence. Being on a big bike comes with responsibility. Let me correct myself. Any two-wheeler comes with responsibility. I have encountered a lot of two-wheelers with very different personalities, full of ego or confidence. What's funny is, regardless if it was a big bike or a scooter, it didn't matter. There were those with a shitload of bad ego or a lot of poise, respect, and good old confidence. My series of motorcycles taught me confidence over ego. It's sad to see many two-wheelers ride with ego, trying to show off that they can cheat death by cutting corners or laying adjacent to the floor during those curves, putting others' life and welfare on the line. After years on a two-wheeler, I've learned to ride Shinobi with complete confidence and respect, thus becoming your gentleman's host.